wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Allen caught on the right side by Jones. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. First trip to the red zone for the Bills. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Now Allen off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. And it's a Bills touchdown. That didn't work out this time, but there's always next time. And we'll see you next time right here on the show. And the offense readies for a 1st down and 10. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And the grab by Croft. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. They go play action here on 1st down. Allen hit. He lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Looking to find a lane, but he can't, reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There's no way he goes for it.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Off the edge, Jerry Hughes gets the sack. A breakdown by the O-line at the worst possible time. 4th and goal, and it leads to a sack.
And I can just see it now. On the sidelines, they're telling the quarterback, you've got to get rid of it somehow, some way. At least get it in the end zone and give us a chance. If we throw an interception, so what? A sack? We didn't even have a chance.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And his throw is incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Allen to throw once more. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A first down throw coming for Vick. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Jerry Hughes able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down. Now here's Vick. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. They go for it on fourth down, but come up empty. And, boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. I'm speechless. You're back in the shadow of your own goalpost. Well, talk. I don't know. And McCoy is in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Not the results you wanted, but the good news, practice makes perfect. We'll see you again right here on the Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. In on the stop, the Pro Bowl strong safety, Jamal Adams. On 2nd and 9. Allen over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Throwing now is Allen. Short throw hauled in by Croft. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
12 yards on the return that time, and that will come the offense as they take over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Vick. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Vick. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. And the offense moving quickly to the line. 3rd and long for Vick. On the move to his left. Airing it out for Olsen. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out, and that will force a turnover on downs. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there was a time to be aggressive, now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on...
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards. Oh, he cannot get away. Down goes Vick. Trent Murphy picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Throwing Vick.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, Vic. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. Right? There's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscore. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he listened to it.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen to the end zone, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. Well, unfortunately, not the result that you were looking for. But the great thing about how this works is the Bills offense ready to go here on 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped and that can turn.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Frank Clark. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. Jerry Rice, open right side. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Vic. Now Vic stripped. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Allen, his throw incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off by